So let's go ahead and create our first VPC. Now we could launch the VPC wizard, but that would defeat the point of learning. So what we'll have to do is, create everything one by one. So let's go into VPC. I have one VPC available, but I'm going to create a new VPC. And the name type is going to be demo VPC. Here we need to choose an IPv4 CIDR block. So I will choose 10.0.0.0/16, which is allowed. So if we look at the CIDR here and calculate it, that means that my first IP is this one, and my last IP is this one. We have 65,000 or so IPs in this range. So if I did /15, this would not work because this would be too big of a network. Okay, /16 is the limit for your CIDR side. So for now, we're not going to assign any IPv6 CIDR block. We'll see this later on in this section. In terms of tenancy, we have default or dedicated, and this is to define how EC2 instances launched within this VPC will have either dedicated hardware or shared hardware. Now, dedicated hardware is very expensive, so we're going to have shared hardware by default, so tenancy is default. So tags is name demo VPC, this is good. Now we'll create this VPC, and my VPC is created. So if we look at this VPC, as we can see, we have one IPv4 CIDR, 0 IPv6 CIDR, okay? We have already a main route table and a main network CL associated with it, so some stuff was created behind the scenes when we created the VPC. And something I want you to notice is that we are able to add other IPv4 CIDRs. So in the create dialog, we could only specify one. But if I do action and then edit CIDRs, and then here I could add a new IPv4 CIDR. So I could have 10.1.0/16, which is the next CIDR after this one, and then click on save. So we could have two different CIDRs in here. And you could also add different IPv6 CIDRs. Now, to keep it very simple, I'm not going to have different two IPv4 CIDRs, I'm just going to have one, but I'm going to show you that you can have up to 5 IPv4 CIDRs within your VPC, which is quite handy. Okay, so we have this demo VPC being created. This is our first step to our demo. I hope you liked it, and I will see you in the next lecture.